Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. So we got a report right now and again that the Ooni of Ife has sent men again to go to Akure, to go to Nami's family, and Nami's paternal family, to beg them to speak to their uncle who is a preacher in Akure. Now, they say that Nami's paternal family has this group of uncles who have been there for them. One of such uncle is the man who is a preacher in in Australia. And over time, we have heard that this man has asked Ooni of Ife so many questions, and also told Ooni of Ife to leave Olori Naomi alone. So now, when the Ooni of Ife visited Akure last week Sunday, and he used the opportunity to see Nami's family, they said while other families were saying Nami should go back, what is it? It's an opportunity to be married to the Ooni of Ife. They said these paternal uncles asked the Ooni of Ife a question that since Ebony started saying her own son is the crown prince, what has Ooni done to address the situation? Okay, so now as we are hearing what is going on, they said a man in Australia is one of those men who happens to be instrumental to a lot of decisions that Olori Nami is making right away. That man does not want Nami to return back to the Ooni of Ife. The man wants Nami to jumpstart her life all over again. And this man has always been there for Olori Naomi, even when they were younger, when, the father was not always there for them, the man has been there for them. Now, Ooni of Ife is aware that, Queen Naomi's uncles do not want him in Queen Naomi's life anymore. But of course, the other uncles are not as strong as this one in Australia. So with everything that is going on now that Nami has gone to Dubai, Oni making arrangement to go to Dubai to meet with Olori Naomi, they said he sent men again to Akure to go and beg them to please speak to the man who is in Australia, to temper justice and mercy, to understand his predicament, to speak to Olori Nami, because that man has a very serious voice in the life of Olori Naomi. Now, the question now is that, what is this man supposed to say to Olori Naomi? Olori Naomi came back into to the life of the Ooni of Ife, even though that wasn't something she wanted. Olori Naomi sacrificed so much. Olori Naomi gave up so much. Olori Naomi cried so many times and all of that. But Oni kept going back on his word. Like, today he will say one thing and tomorrow he will say another and all of that. And he is living his life. He's happy. He's all over the place with his wives. Olori Naomi is there. Olori Naomi's life seems to be stagnant. Apart from the fact that, God has used Ooni of Ife to bless Naomi financially, what else are we going to be talking about Olori Naomi's life? So are we saying that it is good for Olori Naomi to sit and, just be there and live under the shadows of the Ooni of Ife, while Ooni of Ife goes around with his wives, marry, have kids, and all of that? Nobody wants that for Olori Naomi. But Kabiyesi is not, that is not what Kabiyesi is concerned about. Kabiyesi just wants Naomi back into his life. And right now, I don't know what to say about this, if it is love or if it is because of the covenant. Because everybody is saying it's because of the covenant. It's because Ooni of Ife knows that if Naomi does not return back into the palace, something very bad may happen to him or, the palace. That is why Ooni of Ife is doing everything that is within his power to ensure that Olori Naomi returns back into the palace of the Ooni of Ife. But now, this is not about Naomi returning back. What modalities has he kept in place for Naomi to return? Even if that were to happen, what has he done? What has he done that is different? He has not done anything that is different, okay? You want Nami to return back to do what in the palace? That is what everybody is asking, because Oni still remains the Oni. The wives are still there. As a matter of fact, they feel more entitled now, even more than before. Now, we are hearing that the reason why Oni thought it necessary to send the elders back there is because that the uncle of Olori Naomi, the one in Australia, had made it clear to the family, that is especially Olori Naomi's mother, that should Nami ever go back to the palace of the Ooni of Ife, that Nami should count him out of her, I mean, of course, her life completely. Now, they said this uncle has actually been there for them the entire time. And so this uncle plays an integral part in the life of Olori Naomi, okay? And so it means a lot for the uncle to be in support of whatever Olori Naomi is doing. And Ooni of Ife knows that Nami is very close to this uncle. Nami will never want to do anything that will jeopardize her relationship with this uncle. And so that is the reason why Oni thought it was necessary for the elders to go back to speak to them, to call the one in Australia to talk to the one in Australia. But for me, I don't think that is the reason why Nami doesn't want to come back to the palace. Nami has been through a lot. Nami is the one who wears the shoe, and she knows where the shoe itches. And so if she is saying she is not coming back, it's because of what she has seen in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. How about the fight? How about the bitterness? How about the envy? How about the tension and all of that? That is not something anybody would want for a person that they love. And I feel like Nami have a right to decide not to go back to the palace of the Ooni of Ife. So they said elders have gone again to Akure to meet with the elder brother of the one who is in Australia, to try and speak to the one who is in Australia, to calm down and to listen and to understand that everything that has happened because it was ordained to happen, because that's exactly what the Ooni of Ife is saying. From what we are hearing, Ooni of Ife is saying that everything that is happening in his life is destiny, that nobody can fight destiny, that he is a work of destiny, that everything that the women coming into his bosom is all the work of destiny, that Naomi in his life is the work of destiny, that he is a traditionalist, that there is no way that what is fighting his love for Olori Nami or Nami's love for him is not them, that they love each other, but is the tradition that is going against them. That the uncle has to understand that he loves Naomi so much. He wants Naomi to come back, not just because of the covenant or anything, but that he cannot live without Olori Naomi. And that is the reason why Oni sent elders again to go to Akure. If this information is true, this is what we are hearing. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.